1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headlines. President and Prime Minister have expressed Pakistan's firm commitment to objectives of South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. Minister of Information and Broadcasting says China has always proven to be a reliable and time-tested friend for Pakistan. President of Indonesia is arriving in Islamabad today on a two-day official visit to Pakistan. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, People's Democratic Party president has urged the Modi-led Indian government to revisit its hardline approach. And now the news in detail. President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif have expressed Pakistan's firm commitment to objectives of South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. In their messages on SAARC Charter Day being observed today, they said Pakistan is ready to work with all willing states in South Asia to promote trade, transit, energy linkages and people-to-people ties that benefit the entire region. President Asif Ali Zardari in his message said important regional countries like Iran and China can also be made part of the revival plan. He said that their participation would strengthen connectivity, economic integration and stability across the wider neighborhood. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif in his message said this auspicious occasion reminds us of our shared aspirations for peace, progress and prosperity across the region of South Asia. Minister of Information and Broadcasting Ataullah Tarar says China has always proven to be a reliable and time-tested friend for Pakistan. He was addressing a ceremony in Islamabad today organized by China Chamber of Commerce regarding donations for flood disaster 2025 in Pakistan. The Minister of Information expressed his profound appreciation to the Chinese leadership for their assistance to the Pakistani nation during the recent devastating floods. He said Pakistan produces less than 1% of carbon emissions globally, but it is in the top 10 countries who are suffering the most from climate change. Ataullah Tarar highlighted the relationship between Pakistan and China is growing stronger with the passage of time. Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb has reaffirmed the government's commitment to strengthening Pakistan's economy and encouraging responsible long-term investment. Talking to a delegation from Nestle Pakistan in Islamabad today, he said that improved compliance, transparency and a strengthened tax ecosystem are central to Pakistan's economic recovery. The Finance Minister emphasized the government's resolve to clamp down on the informal sector, which is already yielding visible results in multiple industries. Coordinator to Prime Minister of Climate Change Rumina Khurshid Alam has called for equal climate finance, fair partnerships and shared global responsibilities. Addressing a symposium in Islamabad today, she said access to climate finance is not just about funds, but it is about survival, dignity and transformation. Rumina Khurshid Alam said Pakistan's coastal areas and communities bear the burden of a crisis which they did not create. President of Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, is arriving in Islamabad today on a two-day official visit to Pakistan. He will be accompanied by a high-level delegation comprising key ministers and senior officials. This will be President Prabowo's first visit to Pakistan. The visit carries added significance as it coincides with the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Pakistan and Indonesia. During his stay, President Prabowo will hold delegation-level talks with the Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif. He will call on President Asif Ali Zardari. Chief of Army Staff and Chief of Defence Forces Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir will also call on President Prabowo. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, People's Democratic Party President Mehbooba Mufti has urged the Modi-led Indian government to revisit its hardline approach. Talking to newsmen in Srinagar, she said reconciliation is the only way to address the deepening alienation among the Kashmiri people. Mehbooba Mufti said New Delhi's claims of normalcy after the August 5, 2019 revocation of Article 370 are far from reality as the territory continues to face political suppression and widespread public distress. She emphasized that only a meaningful process of reconciliation can restore dignity to the people of the occupied territory. And that's all from the newsroom. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.